On Reef Wranglers, the crew faces hazardous challenges while prepping to sink a shrimp boat.
We got a fire! Hey!
Danger lurks around every boat salvage.
Just stay out of the way, no! Oh,
think you can cook better?
it's on.
And Roger's barbecue rib reputation is not the only thing on the line.
This is C4. I got a bad feeling about this.
As the Reef Wranglers face an explosive situation. Over the years, hurricanes and tropical storms have devastated the Gulf of Mexico, while oil spills have made the environment even worse. But that's where these guys come in. David Walter and his family own and operate Walter Marine, the largest builders of artificial reefs in the country.
Come on, baby!
They find it, gut it, and sink it. Whether it's helping to revitalize the region's ecosystem or creating an underwater scuba park, they're the best in the business. They are the Reef Wranglers.
Yeah, another day in paradise, baby.
Where's Roger at, man? He needs to be doing this. I need to be in the office. My name's Stuart Walter, and I run the day-to-day here at Walter Marine. My dad's typically out finding work for us, so I make sure everything gets done around here. I'm also the best looking at Walter Marine. There he is. Better late than never.
Hey, guys.
Don't worry, Roger, we're about done, bud.
Sweet.
Roger's usually the first one to leave and the last one to get here.
Hey, look what I got. A dozen, well, 8 donuts.
You
for
ate
breakfast.
4 donuts in 2 blocks?
I'm Roger. I'm the newest member of the team. I always get the job done, and I look good doing it. Looks like you're almost done.
Yeah.
Roger, why are you sweating, dude? All you lifted was a freaking donut.
Man, it's hot out here.
There's
There
Dave.
he is. You act like you're doing something.
I'll get this last piece for you.
My dad started this business, and he's really good at what he does. But nowadays, all he does is delegate stuff to us.
Morning, guys.
Hey, we just wrapping it up here.
Thought y'all was supposed to have this done yesterday. I'm David Walter, and I've been building artificial reefs for over 25 years.
You want a donut?
If we could figure out a way to make money on Roger's eating, we wouldn't have to be building reefs. All right, guys, y'all need to tighten up because I got a client coming by later on today. I want this yard looking spotless. We got a big day ahead of us, okay?
Okay.
All right.
All right. I'm gonna eat another donut.
Good afternoon, Mr. Walter.
Yes.
Jeff Fishman, Marine Resources.
How you doing, Jeff?
How you doing, sir?
How you doing, Stuart Walter?
How you doing? Well, Mr. Walter, you got a tough job that I need help with. I need an 85-foot boat on the bottom within 3 days. I got grant monies running out in 3 days. I've had 2 other companies turn me down already.
3 days? This guy must be out of his mind.
Sinking a boat as an artificial reef requires a lot of planning.
I mean, we're good, but that's crazy.
We've been hurt really bad with hurricanes and, as you know, the oil. We're trying to revitalize everything that we once had again.
Think we can get it done?
I've had other people turn me down.
Well,
Be a 24/7 operation, but if you want to do it, we'll do it.
never met a dollar I didn't like.
That sounds like a deal. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
We need to find a vessel to sink for our artificial reef, so I'm taking Roger with me on a scouting mission. He just doesn't know it yet.
Am I really going out on the plane?
Yeah.
Oh, crap. Few things in my life that give me sweaty palms. One was when I got married, and the other is flying with David. Don't you think we could have a bigger plane?
Did I mention that I hate flying? So we need to find a boat. That looks like a piece of junk. Yeah, worse is better. What area are we gonna go down, do you know? We'll go right over where the shrimp fleet is. Hey, I think I see something. What's the name on the vessel? I think it says the Southern Star. Nice work, Roger. Let's get down there and check it out.
Roger, we're just easing over here onto the south bank. I'm gonna spud down and start running the line. As if we weren't busy enough. The state contracted us to salvage several vessels that were carried off during Hurricane Isaac. Maranatha, go ahead. I just heard from David and Roger they found a vessel for our new reef project, so we're gonna have to act fast.
Hey, I need more slack! It's really dangerous with all the weight on these ropes. I mean, that's a 2-inch line. Gets a lot of tension on it. It's like a rubber band, so if it came back and hit somebody, I mean, it could cut you in half.
We have to keep a sharp eye on the weather. Right now, conditions are favorable, but at any time, things could change and make this salvage operation very dangerous. We don't want to wind up on the bottom with one of these boats we're trying to recover. Looks like it's gonna come on the first pull. Uh-oh, hung on a tree. Hey, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna back down on it and then swing the stern over as I back it down, so just stay clear. We are about to pull this boat out of the woods the fun way. Get out of the way. Just stay out of the way, no! Get out of the way!
Get back, get back, get back, get back.
Oh,
So that worked pretty well.
damn, that's one way to do it.
Let's start pulling up slack. Once we have the wreck in hand, it's our responsibility. We have to load it aboard the Maranatha, bring it back to the yard, and we can part it out. If it's made from approved materials, we can even make a reef out of it.
Whoop, come on down.
I found this old derelict shrimp boat called the Southern Star, and now we're going to take it back to Walter Marine so the boys can start prepping it for an artificial reef.
The Southern Star was wrecked by Hurricane Katrina in 2005. She's no longer seaworthy.
Even though this vessel's coming to an end, it's almost like a whole new beginning for it because it's going to provide habitat for sea life and actually become like a living reef.
We got to get this done or we don't get any money. It's time to gut and clean out this old wreck, and we got less than 3 days to get the job done. You're going to have to guide it, Roger. All right, it's coming your way. Four. That sucker is heavy.
We have to bust out all the windows and remove the rigging so she's safe for divers.
Heads up! Yeah!
The last step is to make sure this vessel is seaworthy enough to get it where it needs to go to be sunk. Quite a bit of patching before we can take it.
Usually the boats we get are ready to sink. There's nothing left on them. They're rusted apart, and they're very problematic for getting out into the Gulf without sinking.
How much water is down there?
We're done.
The boat's 95% complete. We're going to bring the inspector in now and let him look it over.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask you to take this stove out and any of this insulation.
Okay.
Did you plan on cutting some holes?
We designed the thing so that when the water comes in, it will flood this compartment and flow into the fuel tanks. In order to sink the Southern Star, we're strategically placing 3 holes in the ship's hull. Once we get to our location, we'll pull the plugs and water will flow into the main compartment, making the boat bow heavy. This means the bow will touch down on the ocean floor first, and then the stern will follow. To pass the final inspection, we have to move quickly to get the stove and the rest of the installation out, because they're hazardous material to sea life. I told you it wasn't going to fit. Sometimes you just need to do it the Alabama way.
Rip this sucker out. Woo!
Pull it over! That's what I call quick release.
The last thing we got to do is cut a hole in the main compartment so it'll flood easy and we can sink this bad boy.
That's throwing a lot of stuff on the ground there, buddy. Woo! Throwing a bunch of stuff, Justin. We got a fire! There's a fire! Run! Fire! Fire! Fire!
What's wrong?
Do it! That insulation's caught on fire. It's spreading, dude. You gotta move.
Y'all all right?
Everybody all right?
Man, he got too close to something that was flammable. Got the whole dadgum ship on fire before we're gonna sink it.
Hey, be careful, man. Don't get choked out on that smoke.
It's good. It's out.
It's out.
Tell you this, all this hard work is really making me hungry.
Everything makes Roger hungry. Working, not working, sitting, standing, sleeping, eating, everything.
Hey, welcome to Moe's. How are y'all doing today?
Hungry.
Good. Well, you're in the right place. Best barbecue in Alabama.
Roger's so crazy about his barbecue, it's ridiculous. He can't take anyone saying that theirs is better than his.
Dude, that is some tender meat, dude.
I bet mine's better.
Ah,
I can smoke this.
no.
Hey, guys, how is everything? Pretty good?
I think that was the best barbecue I've ever had.
Just nice
That was
to
so
hear.
good.
Wait, come on, man.
You didn't like it?
I don't think it's as good as mine.
Roger challenges everybody's barbecue. We've been to like 5 cook-offs this month.
Think you can cook better?
I've won 5 family barbecue cook-offs.
I'd love for you to bring your little bitty family pit out here, and we can have a good old Alabama-style cook-off outside.
When? You name the time.
Say tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow
Okay.
sounds great.
It's good. That's great work.
You may be able to eat barbecue better, but you're not going to be able to cook it better.
Oh, man. It is so on.
I don't know when you're gonna do all this, because we gotta work.
Man, I can do it. I'm bringing out the special ribs on the boat.
This is gonna be a dark day for Walter Marine.
We're about here at the boat. You want to help me get some straps ready, man?
It's in that black hose. It's covered up. There's a slot. Before we go to sink the Southern Star to make an artificial reef, we've got one more salvage operation to take care of. I'm out here with Justin and Roger to salvage a sailboat that was wrecked during the last storm. We have to move fast, because Dave's back at the yard doing final inspection on the Southern Star before we head out tonight. The first thing we're gonna do is put an oil boom around it so when we do bring it up, in case there's any oil in there, we won't let it get into the environment.
Getting this boom out there is a lot of work. If we could just get Roger to give us a hand.
Typical Roger. There's tons of work to be done, and he's in the galley screwing off.
Yeah, spreading the love. Sorry I forgot your backside, baby. I'll get you back. I got your back. Go, 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 go!
Hey, pick it up. The weather changes rapidly in this area. We need to get this boat out of here now while the seas are calm. Been looking for you for 20 minutes, man. We need to go. Tighten up.
Okay, got it.
It's time to get back to the day job.
Come on, Roger. Playtime's over.
Just for a little bit. All right.
But don't worry, little rib babies. Daddy's coming back soon.
That's heavy.
We'll take it and tie it off here. All right, let it go. This is your emergency release for your tank, your VC.
My job is to get in the water and secure the straps into the boat so we can get it out without it breaking apart. I'll have to be careful because it's a sailboat. There's all sorts of lines on it. There's all sorts of stuff for me to get caught up on. So.
Man, we're kicking up all kinds of sediment from the bottom. It's going to be really black when he goes in the water. I got a bad feeling about this one.
Please be safe down there.
It's very dangerous getting in the water like this. It's black. It's like getting in a black hole. He's climbing around that mast. Gonna have to be very careful. Get tied up, turned around in a hurry.
Hey, let's start pulling up slack. This job should take 2 minutes. Justin's been down for 15 minutes. Either he's inside the boat or there's a bigger problem.
Justin's underwater long now. I hope there's not an issue.
This job should only take a couple of minutes. Justin's been down for about 15 minutes, and I stopped seeing bubbles. Either he's inside the boat or he's in trouble. Justin! Justin!
Look at that. He had to take his tank off. Did you get fouled up, really?
Yeah.
You think we'll be able to find the rig?
Yeah, it's on the boat.
Just leave it then. Just leave it. If it's tangled up, it'll come up with it. I'm just glad you're okay.
All this freaking wires on the sailboat, man. I just got bound up. I'm not exactly sure what got bound up in there. I tried to work my way out of it, but I knew I was anchored to the boat, so I just peeled off the gear and got to the surface.
You okay, brother?
Yeah, it's all good, dude.
All right, good.
Yeah.
These salvage jobs not only keep our waterways clear, but they also keep Walter Marine in business. How's that look? Good.
We need to make sure we got a lot of room around it. It's hard to sink a boat when the weather's real severe because the wind's pushing it one way and the current the other. Yeah, about 20 miles right here would be perfect.
Okay.
When we get the permit to sink these vessels, they're very specific about where they want them put. And if we're off just a few feet, it's a big problem. We're sinking the Southern Star about 50 miles offshore from Orange Beach. That's it.
Roger that.
While these guys work out the logistics of sinking the Southern Star, I got a little time to work on my little baby ribs.
All right, babies. They're not here. No.
You guys are messing with me. Where's my meat? Stuart.
We need to work on getting that spotlight mounted up, bro.
Hey, Stuart, listen. Where's my ribs, man?
Ribs? What are you talking about?
They're in a black trash bag.
I threw away the trash bag.
Why would you marinate ribs in a trash bag?
You actually threw my ribs
I did.
out.
I'm sorry, man. Threw the trash in the barrels by the tool shed.
How long ago?
10 minutes ago.
And there's still time. I can't believe he threw away my ribs. How does somebody throw away my ribs? How does it happen? Ribs, there they are, baby. Look, they're still cold. They smell great.
You can't serve that to the public, dude. Let's get real, Roger.
They're double bagged. They're cool. It's good.
We got a long night ahead of us. We got to get everything tied down. We got to get the water pumped out. We got to get out of here so we'll be on schedule.
Hey, Justin, unshackle those straps. I got this. There she goes. Can't believe that rope didn't break.
We're literally strapping these boats together so we can push the Southern Star out to the Gulf with the Maranatha.
Yeah, we're gonna put it on the bottom tomorrow morning.
The only way it's gonna slow us down is if it sinks.
We need to keep an eye on all the leaks on the boat.
I'll take the first shift. You go get you some sleep.
We're gonna have to be up all night. It really turns on at 6 a.m. in the morning.
This boat is sinking. 3, 2, 1.
Ready to put your money where your mouth is?
And she's going down.
Gentlemen, your ribs are ready.
This is gonna be a tough one right here.
So it's dawn now. We had a good night. None of our patches leaked. We got to pick it up and get this bad boy in the water.
Today we're sinking the Southern Star as an artificial reef. But it's not a simple matter of poking a hole in the bottom and watching it go down. At the boatyard, we've made 4 strategic holes in the fuel tank. To make sure the vessel sinks the way we want it to, you need 1 more hole in the hull. And there's only one way to do that. All right, Roger. This is C4. You got one and I got one. What we want to do is make it into a round, long object here. We judge the amount of C4 we use by the thickness of the hull. And this boat's pretty thick.
Is there a chance this is gonna blow me up here?
No, there'll probably be a chance it'd blow both of us up. C4 is very stable. The only way to make it go boom is with a blasting cap. This is a blasting cap. Now this is live and ready to go. Time to abandon ship. Okay. Now one last step, set the charge off. The blasting cap we used is remote controlled by a radio signal. Hopefully we won't have any problems. 3, 2, 1. All right! This reef is going to support all kinds of marine life, from small crabs to sharks and anything in between.
About time.
Yes! Sinking a boat as an artificial reef requires a lot of planning. You get it wrong, there's no second chance. Our permit specifications require that the boat land upright, and that way it'd make a great place for scuba divers and fish.
Now that we put the new reef in place, it's time to see if Roger can keep his ribs from sinking like the boat.
Man, today is the day. I've had 0 hours of sleep. Time for me to get my ribs cooking. Woo, that's hot. There we go. Ah.
All right, Roger, ready to put your money where your mouth is?
And she's going down. Man, we've got the best 2 food critics in Alabama to judge this competition.
Smell that right there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Food critics? I found these guys at a truck stop.
Now, they don't know whose is whose, right?
Yeah, it's blind.
Oh, yeah. This is gonna be a tough one right here.
All right, guys, what do you think of these ribs?
They're both good, but these in the blue plate are the best I've ever had.
These are not the prettiest ribs I've ever seen, but my goodness, they are fantastic.
He says that Roger wins. He says that Lee wins.
So, Roger, you want another judge, or you want to call this a draw right now?
Let's call it a draw. Yes, man, I tied the #1 barbecue place in Alabama. Tied for #1. That's what I'm talking about.
There it is. Roger took the draw for one reason. I don't think he could stand losing to a girl.
Yeah, #1. #1, baby.